Well, what's going on, guys? This is Carl with the RacerRed channel. I got invited back to the Dakota 600 for 2025, so I hit the road and started filming.
Well, I took a walk around the world to ease my troubled mind. I left my body lying somewhere in the sands of time. But I watched the world float to the dark side of the moon. I feel there's nothing I can do. Yeah. I watched the world float to the dark side of the moon. After all, I knew it had to be something to do with you. I really don't mind what happens now and then, as long as you'll be my friend at the end. If I go crazy, then will you still call me Superman? If I'm alive and well, will you be there holding my hand? I'll keep you by my side with my superhuman might, kryptonite.
This year I got to bring my whole family, so they had a lot of fun just exploring around the Keystone area. There's a lot of stuff to do. First of all, Mount Rushmore, you could just stay there the entire time. There's so much walking around and visiting to do, a lot of history there. But there's also Jewel Caves nearby, and that's a huge unexplored cave system. I think they've only explored like just over 200 miles of it, and there's thousands of miles underneath there. Also, Crazy Horse is nearby. That's another really cool monument that's being worked on. There are a lot of lakes nearby as well, so if you want to cool off, you can stop by one of those and go swimming. And of course, there are different attractions and different parks around the area, so you can go do helicopter rides, zip lining, all kinds of stuff. And there's lots of different shopping opportunities as well. If that's your thing, you can find all different types of t-shirts or whatever souvenir you're looking for. And I almost forgot Custer State Park. That's one of the best areas, and it is a lot of fun to just drive through there and see the different wildlife and scenery. So I showed up a few days early so I could explore around the area with my family. I did Needles Highway, which is really great, visited Jewel Caves and the Mount Rushmore Monument. It was just a lot of fun. And then I started filming, and they put me up in a really nice hotel room, so I had plenty of room to work and all that stuff. And each day I would leave at about 7 a.m. and I would go out on the ride and just start filming the different riders and exploring around with them. Usually on a lot of these rides there is a lunch stop somewhere, and these riders are from all over the country, so you really get a sense of that. You get all different cultures coming into one spot, and we all have a very similar outlook and a very similar interest, so really all the cultures are very similar. On the first day, I did a dirt bike ride, and I never thought that my brand new tire and tube would fail me, so I didn't even bring my extra wheel. But my tire and tube absolutely did fail me. I had a brand new M5B and a super heavy duty tube, but the tube ended up spinning inside the rim and tearing the valve stem off. Luckily that happened at the very end of the day, so I already got all my filming and writing done, and I just rode it like a quarter mile to the truck, and I was good to go. I switched up my filming setup this year a little bit. I have this chest rig that I've been running, and that way I can have my cameras right there where I can access them quickly and easily. And when I'm riding in Idaho, I use that as a holster as well, but when I'm doing ride events or if I just need extra cameras, I just stuff them in there instead of the firearm, and then I'm just good to go for filming. So it works out really well because you have such quick access, and if anything falls out, you're very aware of it. So I was looking like a complete dork with my chest fanny pack out there. I ended up doing 120 miles on my DRZ 400, and a lot of that stuff was pretty rocky, and so it was a rough day on the old DRZ, just bouncing around. So I really felt like I should switch to a Husky ride the next day. I think I said that I did a trail ride on the Husky the first day, but that's not true. I actually did a DRZ ride, and then the next day I did the Husky ride, and that's when I got my flat tire. So the first day was pretty much direct sunlight. It was really hot. We did the 6K ride, which is high elevation, and so we stayed fairly cold, or cool for the conditions anyway. And then the second day it was overcast. It was just perfect. I mean, I could fly my drone still, and it was just cool. There's no direct sunlight really. And then the third day in, it started pouring, and that was another dirt bike ride, and it ended up being a really good time actually. Throughout the day it was rainy, off and on, but the traction wasn't bad as long as you weren't on the roots and the rocks. For the final day, it was overcast and a little bit, like, I guess just wet. It wasn't really raining hard, but everybody got soaked because of the heavy, just dense fog. And that still made for really unique and fun riding conditions, I think. I really like the diversity, not only in the terrain, but also the conditions. Put us in the Rushmore Express Hotel, and then our dinners were at basically a gigantic mansion overlooking Mount Rushmore, and they had fine dinners up there, and it's a really cool experience to those of you who have never done the Dakota 600. I mean, it's just a really, really cool experience. Although this year, or this coming year, 2026, will be in a different location, and it's going to be equally, if not more, awe-inspiring than the last one. But still, I'm really thankful that I got the opportunity to do the Dakota 600 event where it originally started, and I'm thankful that I got to ring the Liberty Bell. I thought that was just a really cool experience. So I'm glad that I started this whole thing when I did, because they're switching it up, and it's for the better for sure, but I'm still glad that I got to experience it the OG way. So I think this event only allows 60 riders, and if you were at the event that year, the following year you get prioritized as a rider. So they have a lot of riders that are there the following year. They have a lot of riders coming back each year. But if you guys want to join in 2026, I'll most likely be there, and if you guys want to show up, you gotta sign up early. It's fairly expensive, but it's also all-inclusive. So once you show up, you get all of your meals taken care of, and they cater to you, and you get a lot of perks for the price. And that's not even counting the fact that they give away a whole bunch of prizes at dinner each night that are like high-dollar items. And, well, this year they gave away a Beta 500 RS, a brand new bike. So I'd say it's more than worth it. But this trip is an 18-hour drive with the stops included in there. And so, man, I'm really thankful that I switched to owning a Toyota instead of my old Ford, because so far the Toyota has gone way more miles and adventures than the Ford ever did without problems. Anyways, guys, yeah, I had a lot of fun this year. I hope to be back next year, and it's something that I look forward to for the years to come. Being 18 hours away, it's a little bit of a rough drive for me, but it's all an adventure, so I enjoy all of it. And I think it's a really cool format where you show up to ride with a bunch of people, and you develop all these relationships, and you gain a lot of friendships, and you're all there to ride. And so every single day we're all just riding, and I think it's awesome. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.